About to use my orange pan with the pretty lid for this pork shoulder. All right, so we got a little bit of rosemary, garlic, salt, a little bit of oregano, thyme, black pepper, parsley. Give it a nice little seasoning. All right, butter's bubbling. Here we go. I'm gonna I believe it's fat side down first, right? So we're gonna do a minute, although I don't know what I'm doing. Just want y'all to know that. I'm just doing it. So we're gonna do a minute on the fat side down. Now I'm gonna wash my hands. All right, we got that fat cap cooked down a little bit. We're gonna flip it. Basically, I'm gonna sear all the sides. And then once it's seared, we're gonna pull it out. Make sure you breathe your wine and use a server's cork because it takes skill and it's pretty and it's fun. It gives you an uppityness about it if you use a cork. Look at that sear. Smells good. You can't smell it, but it smells good. About to throw in some carrots. I like the multicolored carrots because it feels healthier. Half an onion, celery. All right, this is gonna kind of be hard to do on the camera, but basically I got all my sides seared on this thing. So we got that seared. I'm gonna throw in my onion, throw in my celery, throwing in our celery. Oh, I promise that cough medicine is not for this purpose. It's not going in there. And our carrots. Probably should have dried those off. And a cup and a half of Merlot to deglaze the pan. We're gonna simmer this a little bit. All right, so I went in some of this blend, seasoning blend. You can screenshot that or pause it. Anyways, so basically what I'm doing now is we're gonna turn the heat up a little bit on this pan, and I want this to reduce until that red wine goes from a cup and a half to about 3/4 of a cup. That's gonna thicken it, get rid of the alcohol, and just leave us some good flavor for our broth. Add a little fruitiness to it. If you're cooking with wine, you should also always taste the wine. Just to make sure it's good. So this is a Merlot, which apparently is good for pork. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I would also like to take a minute, if you have a minute, about our kitchen savior, cast iron. Okay, because I'm about to make this, some potatoes, and some cornbread. I'm going to use some cast iron for it, but this right here, Dutch oven, there's all kinds of like cast iron companies out. And you got to remember, like, cast iron is what you make it into, right? You could buy a cheap ass Lodge pan. Matter of fact, both of my pans are Lodge. I have the bear pan. It's got a picture of a bear on it. And then I have the regular Lodge pan. And both of them are fantastic pans because I have taken the time to season them and I cook with them routinely. And you don't need like a $300-400 cast iron pan. You just need a cheap ass pan, and then you need to put a little effort into fixing it, which there's tons of videos I'll show you how to do that. I'm not going to get into that, but cast iron is cheap heirloom cookware, and there's all this information about them online about how hard they are or how you have to take such care of it, and I'm here to tell you that that's complete bullshit. Cast iron is cheap ass heirloom kitchenware, and as long as you clean it right and season it, it's a very simple process. It will last you a lifetime, and it only gets better the more you use it. Oops, almost forgot. All right, so that wine is boiled down quite considerably. So we just added a can of tomato paste, and we're about to add a couple more things. So that is boiled down about half. We're almost there. I was gonna give it a little bit more time, but I think we're good. I don't smell any alcohol anymore, so I think we're good on that wine. Got to do this quick. All right, I'm gonna throw in a thing of bone broth. I'm using beef bone broth because it has more protein than just regular beef broth, which we're also going to put that too. So this has got 10 grams of protein in it versus this has 2. So basically we're going to heat that up, let it blend a little bit, Then we're gonna put our pork shoulder back in this piece. All right, this is warmed up. You can't really tell in the video, but I can see a little steam coming off of it. So now we're gonna put our pork shoulder gently into this so we don't splash. There we go. Freaking celery thought I was gonna get away. All right, so you want it mostly covering the meat, but not completely covering the meat. And even though it's witchcraft, technically, we're gonna throw a couple bay leaves in there, even though don't nobody know what they actually do. All right, people. Now, I got the oven at 300. Turn the stove off. See y'all in a couple hours.